Raid Shadow Legends, this is an official video that was just put out on their website. This is Cirilla, the community manager in Discord. Let's see what they have to say about the game. This is telling us about all the dupe system and the new faction and about Lydia, all the most common questions. Let's see if we actually get some answers or not.
Hey everyone, welcome to our very first Raid Q&A video. A short video covering things we've been working on, telling you a little bit about our plans and answering some of your most frequently asked questions. So let's get into those. The first one, will the requirement to get Lydia change when you add the new faction? Short answer, most probably yes, but there is no reason to panic. Some of you may already know that our next new faction will be based on a lot of Eastern Asian influences. And like all other factions,
There's no reason to panic. What do you mean it's going to change? Look, the requirement should not change. It should be either, well, maybe their meaning is going to change for the better instead of the worse. They didn't say which or one. It should just require the exact same factions that we've done right now. It shouldn't require or the exact same number of stars. It shouldn't require anything other than that. And then if there's other factions added, maybe they go and add something different. Or just you require to go through the older factions, like those set amount of factions. I don't know how they could do it, but they need to keep it fair, right? Don't blow up. They didn't say they weren't, so don't go crazy on me. I'm thinking they might make it easier. Okay, let's keep listening.
Gonna have their own crypt in faction wars, eventually. We'll be gradually adding new champions to the faction over time, so we won't actually open a crypt for them until we've added enough champions to make it completable. So the requirements for Lydia won't change in the near future, and we will let you know far in advance before the new faction is added to the list of those.
Right.
Question 2. What are your future plans for the Doom Tower? The Doom Tower is supposed to work in rotations, with every rotation switching up the bosses, mobs, and secret rooms. As you might be able to see,
She said bosses, mobs, and secret rooms. I think that's what she said. So I don't know if they're talking about the floors or if they're only talking about the bosses and the secret rooms. But let's see what's up.
in game right now, this current one is named after the Frost Spider because she's the final boss. The next rotation will have another boss, and so on. However, since this was our very first Doom Tower release, we realized we've got a bit more fine-tuning and tweaking to do on the current rotation. With your help, we have also come up with a whole list of improvements we want to make for the next one. And we're gonna hold off on releasing that until we think it's ready. Right now, we are looking at releasing the next rotation in a few months. Maybe April, maybe sooner. So keep an eye out for news on that. Third question.
Maybe April, maybe sooner, we'll get a rotation in the Doom Tower. This is the most exciting to me. I want the Doom Tower to rotate so we have fresh content every single month, or at least every other month, whatever they're going to do with it. Give us a little bit of a mix in there. I'm very excited to hear about that. It won't be too far off, so that's good news.
Did you guys forget about the dwarves? Why do the undead hordes get all the new epics and legendaries? Our development path for planning, designing, balancing, and releasing champions is pretty long. It's something we try to plan well in advance, and there's usually a long line of champions in development at any time. That's why you've been seeing a lot of Undead Horde champions popping up all over the place, along with other champions from older factions. However, we haven't forgotten the dwarves. Don't worry, we know they need some new blood. We've actually just released 2 new epic dwarves, and we're also bringing out 2 more epics and a new dwarf legendary in February.
Oh, new dwarf legendary in February? Is that going to be for Valentine's Day? As far as a new fusion, it's always going to be a new champion. How would they pull a dwarf in there? I don't know, a heart dwarf?
On top of that, we've got another 14 in development right now that we hope will bring that faction up a level.
14 dwarves in development.
Next question.
Another.
Do you have any answers to the duplicate champions issue? This is probably our most asked question, and it's also probably the hardest one to answer. We are currently working on and testing a few different concepts for this. But it's a biggie, and we want to make sure we get it right. It could have a huge impact on the game, positive or negative. So we are not avoiding it, we are just being thorough. Right now, our top priority is to figure this out in the first half of this year. As soon as we have a clearer idea of the direction we're gonna go with, we'll let you know. And last question. Gearing champions is hard and takes a lot of silver. Do you have any plans to fix that? We do. We're currently testing 3-4 different ideas to reduce the overall silver demands. And we'll let you know once we figure out the best way to deal with it. We're also looking to make re-gearing new champions a little easier to manage. We are currently working on an armory feature that lets you preview a new selected artifact set and compare it with the champion's currently equipped artifacts. This will show you exactly how your builds stack up and help you decide whether to keep or swap out your artifacts for new ones. And that's everything. If you have questions or suggestions, please share them in the comment section below. We'll pick the most interesting ones and cover them in the next video. See ya!
Okay, so they're going to cover them in the next video. I like that. See, Summoners Wars has had that forever. They have like a wardrobe where you can go in there and pick your champions, gear from even other champions, put it on there, and you don't actually equip it. You just see what the stats will be, and then if you do want to equip it, you pay like this lump sum of whatever the silver is to equip that gear over. You just switch it right over, and that new person is geared up. Lydia, I don't know what's going on with Lydia. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are they going to do about this whole Lydia issue? Will they keep it the same requirements? They're not really saying anything. They haven't given us any real details on anything in this video, though I am very excited about all the information. There's no real set dates. It's all in the future. We're working on it. We're doing this. We're doing that. So they talk about Lydia, new factions coming out, dwarves, and all the new stuff they'll have for that, and the duplicate system, and then a way to dress up our champions to be able to see gear on them without switching it over. And I hope a better way for us to sort through gear in the game. That would be really nice, and that would bring this game up a step. All this stuff sounds wonderful. I'm sure they're trying to rush this out. This has got to happen this year. Everything they're talking about isn't something crazy. They just need to, they just need to agree on an idea of what they're doing and go through it. So I don't think all this is going to take that long to do. But I do want to know what's going on with the Hydra boss. What are we going to do with clan versus clan battles? Are they ever going to have real clan versus clan where we get in there with like 3 groups of 3 and we do battles against other clans in there with my 3 guys against other people's 3 guys? It's going to be different than 4v4. You're not going to keep it the same. So I'm really curious to see about that because they've had clan wars, guild versus guild wars, and summoners wars, and Epic 7 and all the rest forever, and they work out really well. It's a nice feature to have in the game, and that would really bring this game up. So I'm hoping they get to that. But this Lydia thing, I mean, they got to make it fair. They got to keep Lydia the same exact way it is now or make it easier. And I think they realize that. I'm pretty sure they know that they're not going to screw that part up. They're going to either make it easier or keep it the same. They have to, right? Even though I know that's not exactly what she's saying. I get that. But you would think that they're going to do that. And then, of course, okay, we'll get some new dwarves. We'll get a new faction. We know that's been coming. That's nothing new to us. When will we get that? We're not entirely sure. When will we get the Doom Tower rotation that I want so badly? We're not entirely sure. When are we going to get all the rest of this? We really don't know, but I do like hearing them talk about it. I like seeing the design concept that they showed us and some of the stuff in here. Pretty damn amazing, and it's cool that they have Cirilla now, the community manager over in Discord, doing this for us. So I guess we're going to have this pretty often. I'm assuming she enjoys doing this, and they'll do this, maybe once a week or once every... Maybe they'll do it once a week. Maybe they'll give us some more sneak peeks like this more often. That would be pretty sweet. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'll leave you a link to this video as well. So look in the comments. You'll see it. Go check it out. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys all in a video soon.